Back in the den, Terry Pack joining us. Terry, before we get started, just a huge kudo to you and your kids for coming out to support the volleyball the other night. That was a huge crowd, a great showing, and it really kind of shows the support that your kids are providing.
Well, I mean, for us, is like, if we want people to come and watch us, we have to be willing to do the same thing. And I think a lot of programs, a lot of teams forget that part, right? They have an expectation for everybody to come and support them without doing the same thing back. And for us, we want to put on a great show all year long. So we want to have people here. And the only way we can really prove that we want to do that and that we're willing to do that is to show up in full force and be loud, motivate, cheer on our fellow teammates. And we plan on doing it all year to every sport.
You're coming off of a very successful fundraiser. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we went in with the expectation that we might be able to get $15,000, $20,000 if everybody kind of pulled together. Well, our goal was 25, and we actually exceeded that with $31,000.
Wow.
I mean, it was phenomenal. The amount of support that these men and women are getting, along with the support that our coaches and this community is giving us, has been second to none, and that brings an excitement for me, right? And when I'm excited and I come in every day and I'm excited to be at work, I'm excited to push forward, that rubs off on the kids and it rubs off on the other coaches, because the other coaches are going, hey, you know what? This is awesome, man. I want to do that. And we're like, okay, yeah, me too. Yeah. So these kids are getting the bug. They're starting to get bit by the bug, right? They're getting bit by the bug that our staff is all in on them. But they have to be all in on us. So everybody was in the fundraiser together. Everybody did an amazing job, super exceeded our thoughts. And with that, we're giving back everybody like a super nice Adidas package. So they're gonna get another brand new pair of running shoes. They're gonna get new tops, gear bags, sweatpants to go along with all of the other stuff that we talked about before that we were able to give our kids with our sponsorships of We Are Gold clothing and with our Adidas sponsorship. So, I mean, we've been super fortunate to have some really good sponsors take care of us.
You've got this big scrimmage coming up. We're getting closer to the season, and this is going to be an important scrimmage.
Well, this is gonna give us our first look at our true starting lineup. Right, it's going to change a little bit. We have a couple of kids that are ineligible until second semester that we anticipate making a little noise. But this is going to give us that first look, our first gauge of what we truly have. And then that lineup will be our starting lineup for that following Thursday night on the 9th of November, which will be our first home match ever at SCC. And we're going to blow it up, man. We're doing lights, we're doing fog, we're doing music. I mean, we're going to make a spectacle out of it. Yeah. We want people to come here, enjoy themselves, and leave with one hell of an experience, even if we're on the losing end of it. We want people to come and know that they're a part of something bigger and better, and that we're trying to build for that every day.
Have you got your captains named, appointed? Has that happened yet, or where are we at with that? Are you ready to maybe make an announcement on that?
Yeah, I mean, so we did it a little different, right? Like some places, the coaches pick the captains. We didn't want to do that. So what we did, obviously we have a whole group of freshmen, right? Because everybody's an incoming freshman, except for a couple of guys that were transfers, and technically they're incoming freshmen as well. So what we did is we started a few weeks ago after the first 3 weeks, and then every week they put in names. And then we just narrowed those names down every week based off of that. And when I say we, the coaches were never involved in any of that. 100% of the captains were voted by 100% of the kids. And I think that's important, right? Because we have to ask them to follow our staff. But we also need that next line of leaders. Being an ex-Marine, I understand that you need the general, you need the captain, you need the gunny, you need the first sergeant, you need everybody else down the line, right, that does their work. And so for us, we let the kids make those determinations. And they slowly weeded it out. And honestly, I think if the coaches did pick them, because obviously we're coaches, so we all talk about it, right? They damn near hit it right on the head. Like, I don't know that I don't really know, other than a couple, that we were spot on with all of the same captains. These are the kids that are going above and beyond in the classroom. These are the kids that are going above and beyond by helping tutor our kids. They're the ones going above and beyond on the wrestling mat. So for us, our girls were Andrea Yates, Eve Hervlin, Nevaeh Leonard, and Talia Lee. And the cool part is, right, so in that we have South Dakota represented, we have Missouri represented, and we have Nebraska represented. So for us, it was really cool to see that diversity, that like the group that the girls are forming, right? I think sometimes we tend to talk a little bit more centered sometimes on the boys, but I'm telling you, man, these girls, when they get it figured out, I mean, it's a huge transition, like we talked about a few weeks ago. But I'm telling you, they're working hard. They're doing the right thing in the classroom, and then they're going to do the right thing, I think, moving forward.
I've been impressed with them. I mean, I don't know much about it, but to me, it's like you're saying, they are really hitting it hard. So I'm sure your expectations are high for the women too. How about the guys? Have you got those picked out yet?
Yeah, so the guys actually finalized 2 days ago, and we have twins on our team, the Oberdeens, and for a minute we weren't even sure if it was the right one they were voting for, because they both work incredibly hard. Like literally, you can't even tell them apart. They're peas in a pod. Their work ethic is amazing. So Eli Oberdeen is one of our captains. Caden Lamb was a kid that we even talked about not wrestling, like all the way till the last minute, and the kid has just come in and put in tons of effort as an incoming guy. Now the last two that we're going to talk about are actually transfers in. So they were at other programs last year. And one of those is Forrest Heisen. We call him Kaz. So Kaz Heisen is from Fairbury. He was at Morningside last year, and he wanted to just come back closer to home. He wanted to be a part of our program, a new program. And man, the kid has been exceptional. He lives 28 miles away. He comes to school early. He stays all day. He helps tutor kids. He's willing to help the coaches with anything they need. He's going to be a special leader, right? And the other person with that is Trevor Rinke. And obviously most of the people that are around here obviously know Trevor, right? He's a hometown Beatrice kid. And, for us right now, he's our biggest comeback story. We have a couple others in the room that can match that comeback story soon, if they do the right things. But I'm telling you, Trevor Rinke is our comeback story. He came in, obviously had some grade trouble, came to us, and man, he's become literally the best leader in the room. He works extremely hard. He's very, he's already been Wrestler of the Week. He's been voted the captain. His grades are great. He's tutoring other kids. He's coming in early. He's coming late, staying late. He's doing everything right. So for me, I don't know that the coaches would have picked really any different. And I think the important piece is that, and again, everybody has a different philosophy, right? So if a coach picks their own captains, that's no knock to them. I just feel this. For me to be able, if I'm a leader, I think the best way to get people to lead is the people that respect me, right? And I know that those people respect these kids because they're putting them up in front of themselves. And if you're willing to do that, and you're willing to say that this person in the room is outworking me, then that's a hell of an effort for us. And those are the kind of guys we want.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, the season's once again, we're a couple weeks closer than we were the last time we visited. Keep up the great work. Terry Pack, head men's and women's wrestling coach here at SEC from the Den. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.